Hello, we are here onto this presentation for minimizing the current cost of goods sold. Um, this thing. So, what is the complete approach of our team? So, we first of all analyze the cost of goods sold by category for the last fiscal year. We find out those category A items with a low gross profit, high, and other category items in B and C. Now, those ones which are in the A category, we would set a benchmark for percentage sales, transaction contribution, gross margin for these items, and then we will approach with markdown pricing and supplier analytics. For category A items with high gross profit, we would look at the gross margin, percentage sales, and transaction distribution. So these are high, so we'll look at trends, seasonality, spikes. Then we will do forecasting exercise and then look at optimized stock at each location, under stock and overstock analysis. And for these items, we will look at safety stock and reorder point. Also do location and supplier point analytics. For items B and C, we would look at only the top 70% of the items and then do supplier and location analytics with it. So now this is actually a cost of goods sold diagram for across all the items. And as you can see, category A items contribute a lot. Now within the industrial, so this is an industrial segment. So it's this item number, item C 235 by 70, A 205 by 65, and C 225 by 65, they contribute the maximum. So in this way, you can find out which are the big chunks where we need to concentrate. The next portion is we look at the gross profit percentage. So as you can see for this particular company, these three items are actually contributing to more than 30% of the gross profit. So we will concentrate individually on these three items. And then there is one category A item, which is actually a loss leader, which is actually making a loss because the gross profit is just 0.21%. So just breaking even. We then look at the gross margin percentage for the three items which are the top performers, and then we look at the loss leader's gross margin. So here you see the loss leader has got a higher gross margin and the top performance have a lower gross margin. So this is the scope for markdown percentage analysis. Then we look at the sales volumes. So these are the top performers sales contributions. So as you can see, it's closer to 30%. This the top three items which are accounting for 30% of the gross profit, and the loss leader has got just a margin of 0.13%. And you also get an idea for B, and then C of course is really low. So here approximately 50% of the total sales volume is actually coming out of these 8 items. Then we look at the seasonality. So we start taking these top performer items and we look at the seasonality and look at the say for the month of December. So in the last 3 months, you basically find that a majority of the sales, you start seeing the trending and the peaking taking place here. We look at this particular. Now this is a category A item which actually we have to remove out, and we look at the supplier for this. So the total sales value purchased for it has been just 3,54,000 rupees. And if you see it in the total suppliers product portfolio, this item category does not actually, this item actually does not fall. So it's a thing. Then we'll of course go to other advanced aspects such as stock to sales ratio and look at stock optimization. Thank you so much for your time.